שווה לרקוד. Hey, Cancer Seekers. How are you doing? Okay, welcome. Let's see what's up with you in the next month. I look a little messy. That's okay. That's all right. What's going on with my water warriors? Cardinal water, hey. Bruce Lee spoke about you when he said that water can flow and water can crash. Be water, my friend. Be a Cancerian, my friend. You can flow and you can crash. Yes, you can. They always speak about how soft and empathic you are, or closed off, and, you know, in your world if you're hurt, but they don't really talk about how strong you are. With a purpose, right? Always with a cause. Always with a mission, something you believe in and you understand and you're knowledgeable about. Usually these are not things they feel the need to explain. Duh, if you have a purpose or a goal, of course you know what it's about and that you understand it and that you're knowledgeable about it. It feels like it goes without saying. However, today, amongst the crowd of parroting, brainwashed weirdos who are fighting for a cause they know nothing of, I'm going to exclude you and say, you probably do know what you're talking about. Or maybe not, maybe it's possible that there's some shadow Cancerians over here. Maybe this is a reminder. Maybe this intro is a reminder. Do you know what it is you're fighting for? Do you know who it is you're fighting with? Because that directly reflects on you, what we stand up for, what we speak up for, what we fight for, right? What we express care about reflects on us. It points to who we are. And if we don't know, if we think we know what we don't know, that also showcases something. So some of you need to hear this part as well. Others of you just know. All right. Let's talk to my Cancerians who know. And then those who don't might feel inspired and guided by this. Three of Wands. She's like, there's this castle on this cloud in the background, and she's climbing this ladder. So seemingly maybe she's climbing to get there, but it's in a different direction. So Cancer, maybe you have an idea of what it is you're climbing towards, what it is you're aspiring for, what it is that you're acting on behalf or towards to achieve. But in reality, your actions, and you might not be aware of it, your actions are in contradiction or go against or in the other direction. So some of you are telling yourself you're doing something in the name of something, but you're actually doing so in the name of something else or for something else. I don't think it's aware. Like, obviously, if you knew that you were doing that, maybe you would not be doing that. I don't think you're purposefully deceiving yourself. That negates the essence of self-deceit. Three of Wands is usually a card that knows its direction, but I'm picking up a sense of being somewhat misguided. Others of you, those of you who know, you're being promised something that you know is not what it seems, and you're taking a higher road, a different road, towards something that might be seemingly less promising, but you know that the promising thing is not actually promising. Like, there's an interesting dissonance here in this reading. Like, I'm picking up on two very different Cancerians. Those of you who know and those of you who think you know. It's like, how do I do a reading for both these groups? Let's see. Maybe Spirit will choose to focus on one. The Chariot. Yeah, there's a goal, there's a purpose, there's a battle, there's an idea. And this is you, cardinal water. There's a lot of force behind it. You're choosing to go with spiritual truth. You're choosing to go for some of you in relation to your environment. It will be going against the grain, going against the stream, swimming against the current kind of thing. You're like insisting on taking your unique path based on what you know. Page of Swords. So many mixed messages in this reading. Like, it's almost like I'm getting a reading for one Cancer and then for a different Cancer, and it's like you guys are different. Just closer a little bit. I don't like this Page of Swords here. It's almost like we're back to the empty words, the empty ideas that I picked up for a group of Cancerians in the beginning. It's like what it is that you're fighting for, what it is that you're pursuing exactly. Okay, so I feel like this needs to be a reading that is somewhat of a wake-up call for some of you out there that are taking like a random direction. It's a random direction, but you're treating it as if it's a purposeful, destined, meaningful, maybe even spiritual, just direction. But it's not. It's just based on a lot of partial ideas, right? Page of Swords is a beginner student. He or her. They're at the beginning of their journey of attaining knowledge and understanding. But there's so much confidence behind this. The Chariot and the Three of Wands and this climb, there's so much confidence behind this. There's no better way of saying this, lacking of understanding. Cancer, for some of you, this is like forewarned, forearmed, like that you might be taking a trickery path. The Sun card. And like looks away from this Page of Swords. So there is truth here. There is awareness here. There is potential for understanding. There is potential for enlightenment. You got to make that choice. You got to take a different direction from this passionate nonsense. You're passionate about a nonsense. Oh my God, this is so bad. For me as a reader, it's like, do you want people to click out? I guess, it's a reading for you, not for your excuses. So you're welcome. Hope you can appreciate it. I just read what I see. So there's a turning point here, a change in direction, a good one, in which you become exposed to truth. You become exposed to knowledge. Your awareness is awakened, right? And you start following it and letting it take the lead, right? As opposed to frivolous desire to say this and that, whatever. I don't know. It's like giving the microphone to make a very important speech on a very important manner to a 5-year-old with ADHD. That's pretty much it. No offense on 5-year-olds with ADHD. I love you guys. I love them if they're your kids, of course. They should not be, speaking of important matters to the people. I think you understand my point. You understand my point. I need a lot of water for this one. More. Oh well. Okay. So the sun, I'm really happy to see this. Because there's a little bit of a seesaw process, a zigzag that you're taking. But now with the sun, it's like it shines its light, it shines its truth, and there's no there's no ignoring it. Okay. See, it's exactly like, see the imagery here. She's holding this sword, like this big sword, like I'm on a mission. I have something important to say, but what stands behind it, what feeds it's like a little bird. It's again, no offense on little birds. They're the cutest thing ever, but they're not an eagle, right? They're not meant to lead this great purpose. They're not. There isn't the volume of spirit and ability and vast understanding. Eagles have a 340 degrees sight. It's like it's almost a complete circle. They have this overview of everything that this page does not. But again, we're getting this big overview. We're getting this 360. We're growing into this eagle slowly but surely. But you gotta be aware of where you're at in order to get to where you're going. 10 of coins. Oh, thank the gods. This is great. This is confirmation that you're taking a really meaningful direction, meaningful step in the right direction. The Sun and 10 of Pentacles, this is deep wisdom. This is deep wisdom of tradition, of our ancestors, of our ancient cultures, everything that brought us to this point, that set the foundations and the bedrock for our wisdom and knowledge and for the future. Some of you are becoming acquainted with your origin or your history or your family or your culture, etc., etc. And it changes your worldview. Once you realize something about yourself that you may have not known, that could surprise you, that you didn't expect, maybe it's the opposite of what you thought, for example. And as it shifts your perspective and understanding of something, in retrospect, it makes you realize that you came from possibly a subjective place. Because if you're so easily changed with your view as soon as you understand that you're a part of something that you had a different idea about, then where did that different idea that you held on to came from, really? Right? Because if it was foundational and strong and true, you would not be shifting. You'd be holding on to your indignation, I guess. And we have King of Wands. This is someone that is influencing you for the better, that is guiding you or teaching you or inspiring you or showing you something. They might be in a leadership position. They might be in an authority position. They might be someone a bit older with more experience. That can possibly open opportunities for you, but they're conditioning it. But Cancer, you can't think like this or do like that. You gotta be better than that, I'm hearing, or you gotta do better than that, or there are things you need to catch up on with your learning or understanding or skill. They're more demanding of you, but it's a good way. It's in a way that kind of pulls you to a better expression of yourself, right? Playing your potential. 8 of Wands. I see a great opportunity coming in through this person if you are smart enough to learn the Fool and to have an open mind and a new perspective and understanding and just kind of be like the Fool, like look at life as a constant journey of learning and experience, and with a level of humility and gentility that is willing to be shown, right? Willing to be shown. There's a really, really wonderful opportunity coming in for you, Cancer. And I think this could also be a new relationship for some of you. This person, some of you are meeting a traveler or a foreigner through either travel or through a connection of some sort that you have with a different culture. So maybe you're going to them or they're going to you, and someone within that group or within that dynamic, that's the person that you meet, and they're bringing something different to the table. They're different than you. It's very exciting though. It's something very new, very exciting, very dynamic, very passionate, very fun, very adventurous and spontaneous, while also be grounded and rooted and responsible. So this is a very good experience for you, Cancer, because you love the grounded and the reliable, but you also need the movement and the dynamics and the excitement. So this is a really good combination, this person, and what it is that they bring to the table. Some of you, I'm picking up, you're picking up a new goal, a new purpose, a new direction. I think I've said that before in this reading, though. I think I've said that already. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. This is, I love, so the Fool came under the Three of Wands, right? Now look here how there's this castle in the background, and it's kind of dark and gloomy, and she's like climbing, not climbing. It's not really clear the direction. She's climbing in a different direction, but where is she climbing to? But here, there's still a castle in the background, but It's very bright and surrounded with light. And it's like she's looking in the direction of the castle, right? It's not in a different direction. So here there was an act. We started with actions toward a goal, but we were in the other direction, completely misguided, off. Here, it's still like she's not there yet. Still like looking up to it, yearning for it, but at least she knows what it is she's yearning for. It's something a lot more clear and bright and truer, and she's in the right direction. So even though she's not actively climbing there, her awareness is in the right direction. She knows what that is. And from then on, you can build that bridge. Here she has a bridge that leads to nowhere, not to the castle anyway. Because this has guided her to here, right? Because it's in the same direction. So you got here thinking you're heading towards here. So it's like you got tricked by spirit, I think. Maybe I think you were misguided or misled, maybe by others or by yourself, and you were headed in the wrong direction, but then spirit intervened and kind of caught you in your tracks and redirected you to the right direction. So you took the wrong path and you ended up getting to the right place, even but not the path that you were aiming to. Anyway, I think so much words. I'll look at the cards. Okay. I will pull cards and create a love sequel. Look into you and your person of interest. So if you're a cross watcher for Cancer, it can also work great for you. It's available. All sequels are available on the Master channel membership. Links are below. Okay, show me a little bit more, please, for Cancer about this. Okay, so we have Nine of Coins, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Let me look at this. This is the fourth major arcana. Chariot, Sun, Fool, and Wheel of Fortune. Major shift in your perspective, meaningful one, something that will create more abundance in your life. Now, here's the thing. We go from 10 of coins to 9 of coins. So you're exposed to this culture or this dynamic or this group or this family or this people, community, so on and so forth. And it inspires you, really, really inspires you. It completely opens a new direction for you that ends up being your new purpose. Okay. And then you're taking your own path by yourself to reach it or to learn about it or to understand it. It's almost like this has served as an inspiration, a stepping stone. Maybe this person is following you into this, maybe not. The bottom line, it was a catalyst, whether it's a temporary catalyst or a sustainable long-term catalyst, like it led you in a completely different mindset to make major changes in your life. I see you're going to be thrown into a different reality. It kind of plays with your mind, plays with your head, and you're not going to recognize yourself, like your mindset that you're going into versus the mindset that you came into this reading with. It is a process of maturity, of maturing. You do want to be careful to not get caught again in the web of lies because you did it here. So the tendency is there. And then you got woken up a little bit, a lot. You were woken up. But now that you're taking your own path, be careful of pitfalls. Maybe keep always return to this King of Wands, Ten of Coins energies to ask or to check in with. Okay, so You're initiating your direction, your path, your search. You're like, I got to do this on my own. Great. But resort back to guidance, resort back to the wisdom that inspired you to go on this track in the first place. Sorry for the train. I'll give it a minute to pass so you can hear me clearly, so that I could hear myself clearly. Sorry, it's like I don't understand why we need 17 honks for a train. I think 7 is enough. You know, 7 is enough. 3 even. I'd settle for 3. You know what? 1. Anyway, so as you're taking this honestly somewhat faded, new and inspiring direction, I'm picking up now this is someone from this type of I don't know, situation that is going to try to capture your direction. It's going to try to trick you back. I see this spider web here. And this very like, it's a 7 of swords, very trickery kind of energy. I think, yeah, be on your A game, so that you can't be tricked back. Okay. Yeah, so maybe it's this King of Wands that will come up. I don't know. We're going to check into your love life right now. Hope to see you there. And if not, that's okay. Stay magic, stay true. I love you. Sorry, I forgot to do something there.
הגעתי ללמד וללמוד, ערפו את ראשי אך לא יותר מכשפת, שווה לרקוד.